Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check. 9.
Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
180.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Goff on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Mahomes now on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 9. Spawn. No.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yellow.
Check safety, check safety. Left three.
Easy.
On third down, Barkley. And he works free. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Come get some.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's Barkley. Shifts by him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Cross.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57, 57. First hit. First hit.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Undercross. Switch.
15, 15.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
First hit.
On second down now, Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? And a fake here. Direct snap to the up end. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot.
And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he's got some space here. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
43! 43!
Check. Slam. Rush in.
Saquon Barkley running right. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Yellow.
At the 37-yard line.
Check. Yellow. Go down.
On second down, it's Barnes, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Barnes. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes firing complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Tight right. Hey. 48.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught. Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Giants.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they've...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Goff on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 22 yards there, a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Good job. Good job.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Check, check, 59. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 15. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down 6.
Hey, Ridley.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Going up top for Kupp. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is Shepard on the catch. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They come out here in the eye. Goff going to keep it himself. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's see what you got.
Now Goff. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Mike's 59. Here we go, here we go. Check 59, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
59.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Makes the score Rams 51, Giants 10.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's the backup, Rivers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers now finds his tight end Ingram. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
He's got a man, complete.
Let's go, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.